Hey everyone, me again. So what we're doing now, we finished off the yellow number 5 dye. So now our next batch is going to be yellow number 6, which has this concentration here. So be sure to write that on your data sheet where it says the color of solution number 2. It's going to be yellow number 6. And what we've done so far is we've actually made up the 4 concentrations. So we have our original concentration, which came straight out of the bottle. And then we have our 50%, our 25%, and our 12.5%. And you can see, if you've noticing these, as we get more and more dilute, the color gets lighter and lighter. And so that should be reflected in the absorbance that we see. So we're going to start again. We have a fresh cuvette we're gonna take, and we're gonna start off with our concentrated solution. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse out our cuvette with it. Even though it's fresh, we wanna make sure that there's nothing residual left over, just in case this cuvette was used before. Let me rinse that out, and there we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pour, because I'm getting impatient. So let's go ahead and we can dump that. Now let's fill it 3/4. And that's probably good. Tap it a couple times to make sure there's no air bubbles. And wipe it down just in case. Now, there it goes into the spectrometer. And we are going to go back to our graph and run it again. So let's discard the last one. So you can see that the peak has shifted a little bit. And so it's not over here where it was before, which is to be expected since we have a new color. And so we're gonna try to figure out where the top of this is, and so I'm gonna call it this point right here. Oh, I forgot to stop it. There we go. So, okay, let's try that again. So, okay, looks the same, that's a good thing. Go ahead and stop it, and now let's see if I could get a point. So let's call this 480.5 nanometers, and our absorbance is 1.204. Okay, so once you have that, you can go ahead and write it down over here for your absorbance with that concentration that you read off the bottle at the beginning. So now we're just gonna move right along. And so now we're done with this. We already have that next solution made up, so we're just gonna dump that in the sink. We can rinse a couple times with the 50% solution. Let's rinse that, dump it, and I'm spilling it all over myself. So this is why you wear old clothes in the lab. You're gonna spill dye all over them, and yeah, then your favorite shirt's a funky orange color. So there we go. Since I spilled water all over this too, I'm definitely Kim wiping this down. And let's put it in the spectrometer. And let's try this again. Okay, so it looks about the same. Let's go ahead and stop it. And I'm gonna go to the table because I'm not sure if I can get the, oh, actually I did get that spot exactly. So here's your absorbance, and so you want to be sure to write that down in your data table under 50%. And just like last time, just have that concentration for that. Next up is 25%, same procedure. So let's take a look at this, rinse. Maybe I won't spill it all over this time. Occasionally I'll miss the sink, and then Dr. C has to clean up the lab benches, and she, yeah. But she likes her job, so it's okay. All right, so we've got our solution. Let's go ahead and make sure no air bubbles. Wipe this guy down. And back in the spectrometer, and here we go again. That one took a while to think. So let's go ahead and stop that. And let's see if I can get it. Oh man. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not, oops, I did something. Okay, let's go to the data table and look for that point. So it was at 480.5. Oh, here we are, that one. So here's your absorbance, and you can go ahead and write that in your data table over here, 25% spot. Okay, so next, last solution for this yellow number 6 is the most dilute. So here we go. And let's do a couple rinses. And one more rinse. Okay. Fill her up. Got it. There we go. And there we are. And back to the graph, which I apparently clicked something and got rid of all those colors, but now you can see the graph a little better. So, last run. And I'll remember to stop it this time. I think I might have hit it again. Okay, now. Okay, good. Oh, never mind. This is a very slow response touch screen. Okay, so let's try it again. All right, let's see if I could get that. Nope. Back to the data table. And here we are. So that's your last absorbance that you want to put over in the 12.5% spot.